The man just took a nap, and to his great horror, he found that his house was filled with unknown black patches everywhere. But when he looked closely, the black patches disappeared quickly. He fled the room in a panic and wanted to ask his neighbor what had happened. However, he was given a huge fright. The man fled outside the building in a flurry and then realized that the entire building had been eroded by the black patches. The whole world had become bizarre and grotesque. The buildings in the distance were not only in ruins but also tilted and suspended in midair. The man had no idea why the world had turned into this state, but the continuous low rumbling sounds from the cars in the distance were clearly the familiar hustle and bustle of the city in the past. Surprisingly, the people here were as battered and worn as his neighbor. They were like mindless wandering souls, only acting according to inertia. The man walked to the edge of the platform, and the entire view of the world came into his sight. There was no distinction between up and down, left and right here, and it was not bound by the laws of physics. Countless dilapidated buildings were stacked chaotically in various parts of the space. The narrow paths formed by the gathering of black patches connected them to each other and extended for an unknown distance. The man looked back at the dilapidated building beside him, and in his mind, he couldn't help but think of what it originally looked like. In an instant, the building returned to its original state, and even the black patches vanished without a trace. The man looked at all this in great surprise. Suddenly, he heard a terrifying laugh coming from a distance.